Hello my friends and welcome back to JP Gaming. So today we're going to have a look at the new Evercade cartridges. So that's for the Arcade collection, and that's cartridge number 5 and number 6 of the Arcade collection. And that's Jaleco Arcade Collection 1 and Jaleco Arcade Collection 2. So just before I start the video, just a quick rundown of what the Evercade is for those of you who don't know. It's a little retro gaming device, and basically there's a handheld and there's a home console, and there's a new handheld coming out soon. You can check all of that if you just visit the Evercade website. It'll give you all the information you need. But basically they release cartridges, and each cartridge comes loaded with games from various developers or publishers or franchiser games. So there's all different ones. There's an Atari collection, there's a couple of those, there's an Atari Lynx, there's a Worms collection, there's an Oliver Twins collection, there's a Namco collection. So yeah, there's various, and basically all of the games are fully licensed. They run on emulation obviously, but they've got the usual save states, and the really cool thing is obviously it's physical. And like I say, it's fully licensed as well. But with the cartridge you get like little manuals, sometimes you get a little sticker sheet, or you get some like limited edition cards that may come with it, just as some little gifts. And it's really cool because it takes it back. It's kind of a bit retro with that respect. It takes it back, and you don't really get that thing nowadays. So it's really cool to build up a physical collection of retro games that are all obviously legal and fully licensed, and also not have to pay the world for it. Each of the cartridges are pretty cheap. They retailed at, I think it was $14.99 when they first come out, but they've since raised the price by a couple of pounds, and I think they're around about £17 or £18 now. And it's not bad. It's really good value for what you get. So yeah, with that, what we're going to do, we're just going to jump into some of the games now. I'm just going to have a little look at each game. I'm not going to pick every game. I'm just going to pick a couple of games from every cartridge, give you an idea of what's on them, and then we'll wrap the video up. So with that, we'll jump right in, and I think I'm going to start with, what we'll do is we'll go to cartridge 1, which is Jaleco Arcade Collection 1, and we're going to start with, let's do 64th Street, A Detective Story. So what is this? This is a beat 'em up. It's 2 players. We've got attack with the B button, and we've got to jump with A, plus we've got insert credit with select. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump in. I'm just going to do a little bit on each game. I may not talk loads through the game just because I want you to see the gameplay, but I'll have a little chat about what's going on. So let's jump into this and see what this is like. So although these cartridges have been out for a couple of weeks, I've not actually had a chance to play much of these. So a lot of this is new to me. The only one I have actually played is Avenging Spirit, so I might skip that, but we'll see, because that's quite a cool game. So let's insert a couple of credits. Let's get going. So who are we going to be, Rick or Alan? Let's go for Rick. I'm going to go for Rick. We've got punch, we've got jump, and we've got a rolling uppercut. I like the rolling uppercut, the special move. Little throw. Oh, thrown into the car, that's nice. It's nice. It looks like it's very standard sort of beat 'em up affair. So Jaleco, they did Rival Turf. This is very similar. I'm sure this probably come out before Rival Turf, possibly. Feels like Rival Turf might have been a bit of an advancement on this game, but I don't know, I may be wrong. We've got an apple there, bit of heart, bit of health even. All punching, jumping. Let's pick up the old metal pole. Very Streets of Rage, very beat 'em up of this era. Quite like this. So the good thing about these being arcade games is obviously you can just pump in a load of credits and get your way to the end of the game if you're not particularly good at the game. And this may be the way that, you know, there may be some arcade games that you just couldn't complete when you was younger and when you was a kid, and now you might have the chance to be able to do that by just whacking in a ton of credits and completely just cheesing it until you get to the final scene. So what's this guy here? The pole's pretty strong. I've never really liked weapons in these sorts of games because they sort of knock them down. Oh, I wanted to get the old chick in there. So it looks like I'm on maybe stage 2. Let's go a little bit further. We'll kill a couple more bad guys, and we'll jump out and we'll try another game. But this ain't too bad actually. This might be one that I'll kind of have a little go and try and play through to the end. So I've not mastered that special attack yet, actually. Although it says it's A and B together, it doesn't seem to always work. Maybe I'm just pushing them wrong. Who knows? So I've lost my first live. We'll beat these guys. We'll beat these guys, and then we'll go away. So what do? It looks like you get a couple of lives per. I've got a little one there up in the corner. I'm getting taken down now. I'm obviously not concentrating very much. I like the throwing to the wall. And the wall gets damaged. That's cool. I like that. Bosh. Throw him out. Take you down. Got the little pendant. We missed the pendant again. And we're through to the next area. We've got here. Looks like this may be the boss. Yeah, it looks like this probably is going to be the boss. So let's beat this dude. And then we'll turn it off. Let's see what happens here. Maybe see if I can get past the level. See what happens. See if there is a stage 2. Obviously the music's changed. Taking him down. Is it the end? No, maybe not. Or maybe this guy's the boss. Yeah, this guy's the boss. This guy's the boss. He's got a white health bar and he's got a big old hammer. And he's taking me down. Let's see where we go. See how we can get on here. These getting there, we're getting there. Oh, with the attack that I didn't see, and that attack, I'm struggling. We're on the bus driver's not having a good time there. Got a big old fight kicking off at the back. Let's see if I can. I'm not going to be able to do this without losing a life. Oh, I did, look at that. What a comeback. And I've on to the next hideout. So looks like I've done level 1 there. Okay, so now we're in Smuggler's Wharf. We'll leave it here, but as you can see, when you go into the menu, you've got your quick save, you've got a low glass save state, you've got save, you've got load, and then you can adjust the display settings. They're just the pretty standard settings of there you go. Look, you've got original ratio, pixel perfect, full screen. Obviously that stretches it. I don't like that. And then you've got some scan lines that you can put in there. I like to go for the subtle ones because it just gives it that little look of the old school, but it's not too strong, because sometimes these scan lines, they don't work particularly well, but the ones on the Evercade, they're pretty good. So we go back. So we've done that one. Like I say, I've tried Avenging Spirit, so we'll skip that over. We'll skip that, but that's pretty cool. I only ever played the arcade version of that as a kid, but you play as this little ghost and you possess the enemies that are walking around, and they act as your lives essentially, kind of. Cyber Battler is a shoot 'em up. I played that in the arcade very recently. EDF, Earth Defense Force, is also a shooter. I'm not quite sure what the Phantom Fighter is. What I'm gonna do Phantom Fighter, but I might go back to EDF after, just because it's a pretty classic game. In fact, let's go through them in order. I'm gonna do EDF because it is a classic game. I'm just gonna have a couple of minutes on this, and then we'll quickly jump back into the next one. So let's see why that's loading. We'll put some credits in there. See if we can see the controls, because it didn't seem to show them before. That might be a little glitch. I'm gonna go for the homing. So speaking of glitches, I've not had any problems on the Evercade, albeit apart from one cartridge. There was one cartridge where a couple of the games, they wasn't working on the VS, which is the home system. They work perfectly on the handheld, but they wasn't working on the VS. And I only figured this out. Well, I only figured it out quite recently, actually, which was a good sort of year after the launch. To be honest, I can't remember whether the games were even out before the VS come out. But either way, the VS has been out almost a year now, and I just didn't try them. I just didn't get around to trying them. And then I decided to try them out. And, well, basically, like I say, a couple of the cartridges weren't working. So I got on their Discord, and they got me in touch with like the support page. And they all I had to do is show a receipt, show a little video of the game's not working, and I had to show a receipt just to prove that, I own the games, and I weren't just saying I own them and maybe borrowed it off my mate or whatever. And they replaced it free of charge, and it come within a couple of days, and it was a nice smooth transaction, really helpful. really supportive. I've got no complaints with Evercade whatsoever. They're always there to help. From what I hear, like from my own experiences and from what I hear of everyone else, they're really good if you encounter any problems as well. So yeah, Earth Defense Force, it's a pretty classic game. I'm sure most people have heard of it, but it certainly was for me anyway. Spent a lot of time with this on the console port. Didn't play it so much in the arcade. I'm not doing too good there because I'm talking, so let's get out of that anyway. Just wanted to quickly jump into that. So we're going to jump into Phantom Fighter here. See what we've got next. So we've got fire normal shots, fire sub weapons, and it's a little shoot 'em up. So I've jumped back into my shooting games quite recently, my shmups, both horizontal and vertical. Been to a couple of retro arcades, they're getting quite popular now. But with the Evercade, they've put a lot of shoot 'em ups on there as well. So mixture of going to both of them, as well as a lot of games sort of coming on the Switch, both re-releases, some arcade archives, some collections. There's just been quite a lot of them available, and some that maybe, you know, I'd never played before, and I'm just getting the chance to sort of do that now. And they're good fun. I'm really enjoying them. I've actually been enjoying the Cotton series as well. I've recently not discovered, I knew of it, but I'd never played them before, and they're all available on the Switch. So I'll be looking to pick probably all of those up at some point. They go on sale regularly, so just waiting for them to sort of drop to a nice price, and when I've got a bit more disposable cash and also a bit more time to sort of play games. But yeah, this is pretty cool. It's a pretty standard affair here. I'm going to jump out of that in a sec. Let's go back. Let's see what else we've got here. Little platform. What we'll do this for a couple of minutes or a minute or two, and then we're going to jump into the next cartridge, get through that quickly, and then we'll wrap the video up. Hopefully this is giving you a little idea of the sort of games you can expect to see on the Evercade and the kind of experience you get. As I say, the emulation is pretty flawless. I've not noticed any issues across any of the games actually. Let's just quickly check the controls. So we've got Thunder, so we've got Magic, we've got Attack, and we've got Jump. Let's get out here. Got no magic yet. What's this? What's this? Ah, that gives me a bit of magic. These kind of, what are they, like mantis kind of people? Wonder what that does. Endless wave of enemies. Okay. So the Thunder's pretty powerful. As these old games used to be, they're just non-stop. You just have to keep pushing forward, where the enemies just keep coming and coming and coming. A bit like Bad Dudes. Always remember that on Bad Dudes. They seem to just be non-stop. Well, they seem to have stopped maybe a little bit here. I might be wrong. This is pretty cool. I like this game. I think I might jump into this a little bit more. Might work my way through this. Put this on the completion list, maybe. Probably going to end up having to put in a few credits to work my way through it, but hey ho. Let's get myself forward here. What's going on? Let's see here. Okay, so the blue bar's down the bottom of your health, and then the green bar is your power. Oh. Fell off the edge there. Very rookie mistake. For these games, it was obvious there that you couldn't just, you weren't going to have to jump down. I don't know why I did that. Some magic back. Yeah, I think this would have been a game that I might have put a few credits in back in the arcade. I could see myself maybe having a little go at this. Don't know how good I would have been in it as a kid. Let's hit some more magic. But yeah, certainly something that I think I would have enjoyed. I was into these games a lot as a child. Obviously, Ghosts and Goblins or Ghouls and Ghosts. Good fun. This is very similar. What I'm going to do, just because I like the Thunder, I'm going to get a few little build-up of enemies. I'm going to hit it once more, and then we're going to jump out the game. So let's see what's on cart number 2. Let's go for, so we've got Thunder Hoop 2, we've got Touch and Go. What's on Touch and Go? That's a little sports game, bit of volleyball. We've got Squash, we've got Manic Square, which is a puzzler. Let's jump into that. See the old ROM loading up there, very MAME-esque. Let's just quickly check the controls because we didn't do that. So we've just got, quite simply, rotate pieces. Let's go into single player game. Okay, so you probably, it's a standard match 3. Very much a bit like, I believe, Puyo Puyo possibly. I'm not very familiar with those games, but this seems very standard. Columns, that sort of thing. I've got extended play. Oh, okay, so you have to clear a certain amount of lines in a certain amount of time. Get ya. Let's do that one there. So I've got 5 lines left remaining. That should, what I'll do is I'll do that there. That should give me that. Let's hit that one there. We'll get that. I wonder if it does it diagonal. I'm sure it probably does. We've got red. We'll find out. Yeah, it does. It does diagonal. So that's pretty cool. We'll do 1 or 2 more rounds of this and then we'll jump into another game. I like the music on this. It's good music. Okay, let's go there. The star. Okay, star. I am not doing very good here. That one done. Damn, I should not have done that. What am I doing? Right, let's get this. Let's get this done properly. There we go. We've got a few done now. I managed to avoid dying there. Let's jump out of this. We'll do one more game. We'll do one more. I'm going to do World Rally 2. Now, World Rally 1 was on the previous collection. And I just remember playing so much of that as a kid in the arcade. And when they put it on the collection, I was so happy because I didn't really had a chance to play it much since then. So I never really knew there was a World Rally 2. So when this come out, I was pretty hyped to see it. So I've only played this once. I jumped into it once when the cartridge first come out, so that was a few weeks ago now. I've not really had a chance to play it since then, or any of these games really, so hopefully I don't embarrass myself too much. So you do races, you've got a time limit, you have to get to the end, and if you get to the end within the time limit, you get to go on to the next track in the rally series. So let's see how I get on. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself too much, because I do like these games. But in the arcade you played them with a steering wheel and some pedals, and it was really good fun. You just sort of throwing the steering wheel around, you felt like a rally driver, high speed. It was really cool. Really did love this game. Really did love it. One of my favourite games on the Evercade collection, to be honest, is Rally Championship 1, or World Rally 1, sorry. See, I'm not doing particularly great here. See how I get on. Oh, here we go. Straight around here. That's much better. Over the ramp. Around here. And I made it. I made it to the end. I've got extended play. I think that means I made it to the next race, which is all good. So that's good. Let's jump into stage 2. Let's see how we get on here. Oh, it's at night. Look at them effects with the lighting. Who needs ray tracing? Throwing it around there. Oh, not too early. definitely need a bit more practice on Rally 2. I don't know any of these tracks. I don't think I'm going to make it. Oh, I did. I just about made it. Just about made it. Didn't do very good there though, actually. But so with that, what we'll do is we'll wrap up the video. I'm just going to flick it back to the main menu. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I know my talking was a little bit over the shop. I don't do very well with gaming and playing, especially when they're new games and they're arcade games, and some of them could be quite difficult. But I hope you enjoyed what you see. I am a big fan of the Evercade, so I might do a couple more videos, and hopefully I'll get a bit better at the old talking and gaming at the same time. So yeah, please follow, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, do all that good stuff, send us an email. All of the links are in the banners at the top. Obviously recommend the channel, check out some of my other videos, and check back again soon. I'd like to do a few more videos. I've got a couple more in the works that I'm thinking of doing, so should be some bit more regular content coming up. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Until next time, have yourselves a lovely time, have some fun, play some games, and just generally enjoy. And until then, goodbye everybody. This was JP Gaming, and we are out.